Well, hello there, and welcome to One Deuce Deuce of the Mizzle An Dub
122.
Show. And 122, he is Mizzle. I'm Dub. I took a power nap just so we could do this show because we wanted to do the show because the association started with 2 games, and we have a World Series matchup. And my brother indeed asked this question: do our beloved team that wears teal and black want to win a game this year? I mean, are they going to win a game this year? You have to think somewhere down the line they're going to win a game this year. But we we don't know, because so far this year it's been they have leads, and of course, typical Sharks, they in the last doggone minute. But hey, we love our team, and this is what happens.
We do.
So I mean,
We do.
it is what it is. But
And yeah,
nonetheless, even
they'll get
when,
one.
well, I mean, there's just Giants ties everywhere in this postseason, and then they will, and then the Giants decide that they want to make some news, and we'll talk about that later on in the show. But it is a Southwest theme in the World Series, as it is Texas versus Arizona, as the answer backs just continue to counter, get up off the mat, and answer the call. And they go back to Philadelphia, which is not the easiest ballpark and the easiest place to play in, let alone win 2 straight games. But the Arizona Diamondbacks, for the second time in their team history, their first graduation year of 2001, as they win the National League pennant by a final score of 4-2, ending the championship reign of the Phillies, as we have a new National League champion. So
Yes.
it's the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series, which will start this upcoming Friday. Of course, you can watch all the World Series exclusively on Fox. And of course, as previously mentioned, the Texas Rangers, they got home field advantage throughout the World Series. So games 1 and 2 will be in Texas. Games 3, 4, and 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, will be in Phoenix, Arizona, and then day off. And again, if they need game 6 and 7, it'll be on Friday and Saturday. So a lot of Giants ties in this, of course. Bruce Bochy managing the Texas Rangers. Former Giant Evan Longoria on the Diamondbacks. So some Giants ties in this World Series. And here's the unique thing about this one. Even though he doesn't play for the team anymore, Madison Cal Bumgarner, at worst, is going to get a National League championship ring because he was on the Diamondback squad to start the season. How interesting is that? Even though he texts
Now, you think they'll give him a ring if they win
it? If you want me to pitch in Game 7 for you in Houston. Yeah, I mean, when the Red Sox won in 2004, even though he got traded, but because he started the season on the roster, I think Nomar Garciaparra got a ring. So,
is that when they traded him to the Dodgers?
Or... I mean no, he got traded to the Cubs first, and then eventually he retired as a Dodger. Later on, he went to the Dodgers after the Cubs. But I mean, yeah, if you start the season on the roster, initially, if you're on the roster to start the roster, I think you do end up getting a ring.
Okay.
For example, when Frank Thomas, when the White Sox won in 2005, even though Frank Thomas was injured for the whole entire season, but because he was initially on the roster, he ended up getting the ring, even though he didn't do anything per se to contribute. But the fact is, he was the face of the franchise for so many years. He ends up getting the ring. So, but I mean, what more can you say about the job that Derek Hall and Torey Lovullo did putting this team together and how it just really looked bleak for the Diamondbacks because, I mean, like I said, like the Rangers, they had backed into they had backed into the playoffs. Well, here's the unique thing about this because 2 years ago, both teams lost 100+ games. I think the Diamondbacks in 2021, when the Giants won 107, I think they lost 110. And I know a lot of the fan base was calling for Torey Lovullo to get fired, but the Diamondbacks front brass stuck with Torey Lovullo, and of course, that's when they drafted Joe Perdomo, Corbin Carroll, Alec Thomas. Then they trade Darden Varsho to get Gabriel Moreno, and now you're starting to see these young nucleus of youth that the Diamondbacks have drafted, and now it has turned into them being a year ahead of schedule because they thought next year was supposed to be where they started competing, and it's this year, which is uncanny and unbelievable, and it's just a tremendous job. I mean, they both back in the playoffs. Well, here's something interesting. It's the 5 seed and the 6th seed meeting in the Fall Classic. I don't know if this is the first time. Well, no, it's not the first time, but I mean, since the whole wild card era has been in the baseball playoffs, we've seen a lot of wild cards make it, and we've seen a lot of wild card matchups in the World Series. So it's unique. I mean, some people are saying that the Diamondbacks are the quote-unquote worst team to go to the World Series. But, I mean, hey, I think the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken, I think they won like 83 games, but won the World Series in 5 beating the Tigers, and that was, of course, Albert Pujols' first World Series championship. So, I mean, anything can happen. And we finally have a guest back on the program.
Gentlemen,
our friend.
Yo, what's up, sir?
And all he's already in, but he talked to me earlier while I was at work, and he promises to bring a lot of passion because there's a lot of things he has on his mind. If you didn't see his page, this man wrote a freaking novel getting and bashing on sports fans and their stupidity, for lack of a better term. But,
I would
of course,
say
our good friend,
ignorance.
Mr. Brian Sullivan's back on the show.
I will say ignorance. Yeah. Well, hi guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, yeah, for some.
Of course.
Hi.
I'm not sure exactly how far into this I'm coming in. It sounds like we're talking baseball, which I'm a happy man today.
We were talking about the Diamondbacks going into Philly, winning both games 6 and 7. I haven't even got to how great the bullpen was in shutting down this Phillies offense, holding them to 3 runs in game 6 and 7. Ketel Marte, rightfully so, wins the NLCS MVP. He was outstanding in the series, but certainly Game 7 was the Corbin Carroll game because Corbin Carroll basically put the team on his back today and delivered in every which way fashionable. But I think today in Game 7 was a glimpse to what the Diamondbacks have done all season because throughout the first 5 games, the Diamondbacks moniker is Embrace the Chaos, which if you are on Twitter, that's their hashtag, Embrace the Chaos. And watch the Diamondbacks all year. One of their big attributes is their speed because they were second as a team in the National League in stolen bases behind the Cincinnati Reds. They had 166 as a team. The Reds had 180. And the Diamondbacks really weren't doing a lot of running in the first 5 games. And then Game 6, and especially tonight in Game 7, the stolen base return. And that's why I said tonight's game, or the Game 7's game, was the Corbin Carroll game, to which thus he, in a sense, put the team on his back. And the bullpen, I mean, Brandon Pfaadt, first off, has been outstanding in this postseason with the way he's been pitching. It started against the Dodgers, which again, thank you Diamondbacks for not only beating the Dodgers but sweeping them out of the playoffs and moseying right along,
putting them in their place.
So again, that's always a good thing to see.
I'll puff to that. Definitely puff to that.
Yes.
Sorry, I needed a wider angle.
But again, it. No. I mean, just do what you have to do. So even though, like I said, there's been a lot of Giants ties in this postseason. Well, obviously the matchup between Dusty and Bochy in the American League Championship Series, to which Dusty has said he's not coming back to the Astros, which we don't know if Dusty's going to retire from managing. But if he does, like I said last night, one of the classiest.
I thought I read something and said that he's done.
Ambassadors baseball has ever known.
I think we just pulled the trigger on.
Like he's done. Like he's done managing. Period.
Yeah, he's done. And to piggyback on what B said, I don't know how I feel about Bob Melvin. I don't know, but we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Took Dusty.
Well, since B has segued into that, let's go and talk about it. So there is reports.
I don't like it.
Of course,
if we're going to get right to it, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Of The Athletic, which of course.
I don't like it. I'm y'all former coach. Don't want him. Don't want him. Can't play with him. Can't do it.
Can't win with him.
Can't do it.
Okay.
Bruh, okay. He could not. See, hold on. Bro. He couldn't even manage a roster in San Diego.
Roster and Hall of Famers.
He could not manage that roster. So what the hell you think you're going to do with the young talent we got in San Francisco?
Now, I
am done with Farhan.
Okay,
here's the thing. That's the problem. What is he
going
to do with the young talent? He probably can do a lot. What he's good at doing is taking young talent and turning them into professionals and getting them to play together. What I think we're ready for, at least as a fan base, is some money to get spent, get some of these egos, these big play guys in. Yes, I know the difference that it is from what we're used to.
Get somebody that can hit a fucking home run. He's not the guy to
control those guys. He has no control. I know about 5 San Diego Padre fans that all agree he has zero control over that team. Now, you put him back on the A's. They loved him. They followed him. He was a father figure.
Okay.
He raised those kids. We don't want that. I mean, if that's what we're going to do, then maybe this is a good move. If we're starting over and we do have a lot of young talent that does need to grow I'm not saying he's going to do a bad job. What I'm saying is for what we need, he's not the guy. We need to spend some money, get some big names in here, use this young talent while it's here and not about to deport to, God forbid, the freaking Dodgers. And
do not ever mention that damn team name again.
I'll try not to, unless it's, them getting swept. I'll mention it every time.
Well, that's a whole segment we could have about that later.
And, we need to call somebody else for that one. I got some shit on that too. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean,
no,
I told.
I don't mean to play devil's advocate, but
go ahead.
I don't mean to play devil's advocate, but he is a 3-time manager of the year. He is a well-respected name. Obviously, we know about the Bay Area Tides.
How many playoff appearances?
Cal Berkeley, born and raised to Palo Alto.
How many playoffs appearances?
He went to when he managed the A's. Let me get to that, please. When he managed the A's,
you're throwing out all the accolades about manager of the year. Fuck all the manager of the year. How many?
Okay, yes, he's gone to the playoffs 6 times in 11 seasons when he managed the A's. Okay, he was the manager when the last time the A's had their winning season before Billy Bean does what he does best and blows it up.
Okay.
Let me finish about the tradition
Double's favorite
of that organization. Okay, he's played with Bob Brenly. He was his backup. He played with Will Clark. He played with Kevin Mitchell. He was on that 1987 NL West team that almost should have beat the Cardinals and lost in 7. Okay, now here's what people don't understand. It's not that he couldn't manage. Okay, first off, now let me finish. First off, he actually got that team in San Diego to play their ass off and actually have a winning season. Yes, they underachieved because before the season started, I had them winning the damn division. And you can go back and check the tape. I said I'm picking the Father's to win the division. They underachieved, yes, but all of that was not Bob Melvin's fault because people forget AJ Preller is close to the championship. And AJ Preller and Bob Melvin kept butting heads in philosophy. That's why the San Diego Fathers underachieved this past season as opposed to last year when they got to the National League Championship before Bryce Harper had his moment. So Bob Melvin, if he had a chance to get out, wanted to get out because him and AJ Preller kept butting heads. Now look at all this money that AJ Preller has spent and has only gone to the playoffs twice.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Now we'll say this.
I'll say this. He's better than Kapler. He's better than Kapler. I'll say that.
Oh, for sure.
I'll give you that. He's way better than Kapler. Don't get me wrong. Sure. I like Bob Melvin. This is no hate on him. I just don't think he's the fit for this franchise. That's just, I hear everything you said. Heard everything you said. I just don't think he fits the Giants. I don't trust Farhan. I don't. And so with that being said right there, I have to wait and see.
We all don't trust Farhan. We can establish the fact that we do not trust Farhan Zaidi. We don't.
First of all, as B would say, we're going to say he's a fucking Dodger. We'll just throw that out there. He's a Dodger. He's a Dodger, and that's right then and there. That's just like this fucking franchise. This franchise bringing in a Patriot. That's don't you don't do that. You don't do that.
We're not ready for what I'm all the shit that on your right. Yeah, the one on your right. Yeah, fuck everything that comes with that.
As we're talking about the shield, yes. Now,
no, he wasn't talking the star. My right.
Double. You know, I do have a reverence for the nation. I hate the team. I hate ownership. I hate everything that puts on and gets onto that field. The motherfuckers in the stands have all my respect.
Well, everyone knows my infinity for Al Davis. That goes goes without saying.
That's real. That's if you're an NFL historian, what he's done for you will have respect for Al Davis. If you are an NFL historian.
Until he turned 70, then I lost it.
Well, we all lost it because he lost it too.
He lost it.
But to get back onto the baseball,
we will vouch for my theory on Al Davis.
Yeah. But to get back to that, I just don't think.
But here's the thing.
Now, I hope Bob Melvin makes me eat crow. I really want to because we all know all three of us. We are big Giants fans when it comes to baseball. We bleed that shit. That shit's real.
Correct.
Real. Correct. Yes, it's in the DNA.
Yes.
We just want to win. So yes. I hope We got spoiled. See, that's why I miss Bochy. This is why I'm pissed off that Bochy is coaching yet again in a motherfucking World Series. That should be,
but it hurts.
I'm happy. Exactly. I said that last night on another show. That's our World Series right there. Bochy just told that Giants organization, as my brother put it yesterday.
Fuck you. Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself, sir.
Hey, what a story though. But what a story for Bochy to get pushed out of our favorite organization.
Hold on.
And just I can do that.
I got a new nickname. We're gonna coin it right now. Off the couch Bochy.
Ooh, I like that.
Came off the couch and got to a World Series.
I like that.
Off the couch.
I like that. And I'm already picking the Rangers.
Off the couch.
Yeah.
Drinking his red wine. Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to a World Series. Babe, I'll be back. Hold my wine.
It's some home runs.
And I'm picking the Rangers.
And
I'm picking the Rangers to win it.
The Rangers, though. And then go out and bring Matt.
I trust Bochy, though.
You're not wrong. You're
I know
wrong.
because I trust Bochy. I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, of course.
I've seen it 3 times. I trust Bochy.
Again, you are not wrong, but I will say this.
And let me tell. Hold on. Let me tell B. Let me tell B something real quick. Because I don't know if he saw the show last night.
I have.
But no, that's fine. But what I asked Dub was, all of Bochy's wins in the World Series was on the road. And what did he do in the game to get to the World Series? Won on the road. I trust Bochy. And I can't pick the Diamondbacks because they're in my division. I'm not doing that. But
you know what
I trust
happens?
Bochy.
You know what happens if Bruce Bochy walks into your house right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's his house.
Facts.
If he comes into your house, it's his house.
Facts.
It's been that way. It will always be that way. There is no road games for that guy. I never flinched. I have full faith in him on the road.
Just ask Kauffman Stadium.
That part. And let's be honest, that Royals team and that fan base at that very point, man.
But wait, B. And we talked about this last night too, though. But when Madison, Kyle Bumgarner came out that bullpen in Kauffman Stadium, the cheers went to
fuck.
And what did Madison do to Bochy when Bochy decided, hey,
I'm ready,
I'm telling you.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
No, but what did he tell him? He told him, just tell the bullpen to sit down. I got this.
I got it. Hey, he can still add people to the playoff roster, right?
Now technically. Well, like I said,
against the Diamondbacks,
Madison last night in Game 7 said, if you need me to pitch, before you came on, I said at worst, because he was on the roster to start the season, Bumgarner gets an NL championship ring regardless.
Oh well,
it's almost kind of like Benji Molina because back in 2010, Benji Molina got 2 rings. He got the Rangers AL championship ring, but he still got a Giants championship ring because he was on the roster originally to start 2010. So Benji won regardless because he got 2 rings.
And sounds like Benji Molina's a GOAT.
Technically, it is October. Technically, and a shout out to our 2 viewers that are watching right now. Feel free to comment.
Thank you.
It is October the 25th. Thank you. But I want to go back to yesterday because yesterday, 12 years ago, this happened. After the damn ad. I hate fucking ads.
I'm about to say that doesn't sound right.
We're gonna get you a better sound.
Eagles on the scene. But 12 years ago, this happened.
Booking.com. Yeah.
It's not me.
Was that Ishikawa? Was it Ishikawa?
No, that is the Kung Fu Panda taking Verlander deep twice and then hitting the third home run. No, that's Sandoval going deep 3 times, twice off of Verlander against the Tigers.
So you were saying that's the sweep year? That was a sweep year. That's what we just went.
That was a sweep year. Yes.
Relaxed.
Hey,
this was.
I'm sorry.
Miguel Cabrera is still looking for the slider that he never saw from Sergio Romo. He's still in the batter's box looking for the slider from Sergio Romo that he never got. He will be in Cooperstown getting his plaque, still waiting for the Sergio Romo slider.
Yeah, you know what? That was just an outstanding performance because nobody but us picked the Giants to win that World Series, and the whole panel talking about Tigers in like 5 or 6. Oh, 5 or 6, huh? I'll raise your ass broomsticks, motherfucker.
They were a really good team.
They were.
They were scary.
But we wasn't favored in none of the World Series.
Cylinders. Max Scherzer was doing things that I still think are illegal somehow. What Mig was doing that year.
Was Miguel Cabrera's triple crown. He won the triple crown that year. He won the triple crown.
We probably did not.
Something I've never seen in my lifetime.
That team.
Yeah, exactly. He's still looking.
But boy, them boys pulled that shit out and made it look good, didn't they? Man.
Well, here's the thing. All 3 of them are special in their own way. But for me, but for me personally, the 2012 one is my favorite one just because of the first factor. First, they were down 2-0 to the Reds. Lost both games talking to at camaraderie. Home to the Reds. Came back to win 3 straight in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
that was
Hunter Pence becoming the Reverend. All I hear is Mom yelling in the living room because Gerald Dempsey Posey III took Matt Latos to the second deck with the grand slam and never looked back.
Hey,
then
there's a rumor
go on to play the St. Louis Cardinals.
There's a rumor that they're still looking for that ball.
They're still looking for the ball in Anaheim that Barry hit.
They're still looking for Barry Bonds' home run in Anaheim.
It is still in the air.
No, that shit was hit out of orbit.
That motherfucker never came down.
No, it didn't.
It did not. Satellite up to find that one.
It is still It is still in Orange County somewhere. But you go to the then you go to the NLCS.
Heat that shit out of
down 3-1. Yes. And then much maligned, rightfully so. Didn't live up to the contract, rightfully so. But Barry Zito saved the season with his performance in Game 5. And then
Preach
Game
double.
6
Go ahead.
Go
ahead, brother. Preach.
In the rain. Marco Scutero just this in the rain gets the MVP. Then fast forward to Game 1. Pablo Sandoval makes Justin Verlander say wow on the second home run. He's like, how is this fat son bitch taking me downtown opposite field? Like, I'm Justin Verlander, man. What the? What? Yeah. It was like, really? But yeah,
but you know what though?
And like I said,
that ball
Miguel
came
Cabrera
out of his
is still
hand
looking
perfectly, and he just
for
did
the
not
slider.
believe that anybody could hit it.
Well, I'll just say this: our pitching our pitching was spectacular that year, but our offense was spotty. But they sure woke up when it was game time.
That's it.
They
timely hitting.
the bats woke up in game time. They knew when it was time to turn it on.
Well, here's the thing. Bochy made a tremendous decision by putting Timmy in the bullpen, and Timmy was outstanding coming out of the bullpen because he had struggled as a starter.
That's why he's who he is.
Go ahead and smoke it.
So you see why I'm picking the Rangers?
And,
so do you understand why I'm picking the Rangers? Dub just backed up my whole reason.
Yeah. You don't have. You don't have to preach to me. You don't have to preach to me.
My goodness.
So I'm like 50, I said, 50, right?
Before all this started.
My bad. We're on a delay.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead and explain why you're 50. Go ahead and explain why you're 50-50. Go ahead. Because again, Texas will be favored, and rightfully so. I would love nothing more than to see Bochy get his 4th ring. But again, the three of us have watched this Diamondbacks team closely all year long because they do play in a division. I'm not picking them. I'm picking Texas to win it in 6, to win their first ever title, which would solidify Bochy even more in his Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
But
greatness.
I also would not be mad if the Diamondbacks did it because, again, Torey Lovullo has done an outstanding job with this young team.
Yes.
Because, again, both teams backed into the playoffs. The Rangers went to Seattle having to just win 2 games to win the West, and they didn't. And then you have to fly cross country to play a 99-win team in the Tampa Bay Rays. Swept their ass out of water. Then come back to play a 101-win Orioles team, which the Orioles have a fantastic nucleus, and the Orioles are going to be a contender year in, year out with that nucleus they have. And, oh, by the way, Matt Holliday's son is going to be playing next year with that squad. So the Orioles are not going anywhere. They might rule the AL East for the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, his son, Mr. Holliday can play. They go sweep the freaking Orioles. Then you come back.
Bochy's accustomed to sweeping people.
You play the team that you play the team. Yeah, you can say that. So you come here. You play the team that everybody hates. The defending world champions. The Astros that have been there 7 straight years in the LCS, trying to get to their 3rd straight World Series, 4 out of the last 5. To which home field advantage did not play a damn part in this series.
Not at all.
The road team said no. It's all about the road team. And then Adolis Garcia said, "Hold my beer. I'm going off."
My new
in the
favorite
last 3
player.
games.
I agree.
I now know who I want the Giants to spend every penny on.
He's been fantastic. Adolis Garcia. That's who you want. Well, I mean,
hey,
you're not wrong.
I don't think Shohei is going to be the same pitcher. Not that he ain't worth a lot of money, but hey, this guy is fucking what he's did this year.
But then again, because
ridiculous. I've made a lot of money off of Garcia.
Well, he's been doing that since he came to the Rangers, which. Oh yeah, you do that DraftKings stuff. Yes, you do. But
bro, he's the
go
first
back to the whole Bob Melvin thing
every goddamn time. And Corbin Carroll.
To go back to Bob Melvin. Yes. Corbin Carroll. I can see why the Diamondbacks paid him early. He's going to be there for a long time. But back to Bob Melvin. Here's exactly. Here's why he made the jump. And first and foremost, and here's what people don't understand. Gerald Dempsey Posey III gave his approval for Bob Melvin to come here.
One of the reasons
Gerald Dempsey.
Okay.
Gerald Dempsey.
Okay. I'm in. That's all you have to say. You should have led that a long time ago.
They said
we
Gerald
get
Dempsey
here.
Posey III was going to.
You should have let in with that.
Well,
right.
I
all this shit out.
Well, you know,
we wouldn't have had a conversation.
No. We have to tease the viewers. That's what we do in this business. It's called a tease. Gotta tease them a little bit. But
ready for a segue
Posey,
for your ass?
Posey met.
You ready for a segue?
Okay, where are we going to segue into?
I don't get on here very often, and now I'm taking over shit. I talked to the.
We're used to it.
No, I know, but I talked to.
But you're not. You're not.
I talked to the people up in the office. They told me this was okay. So, because you said that, and Buster Posey is definitely on the level of what I'm about to say, and why I didn't think about that, and you are absolutely right. And you know what, Bob Melvin, you have it all from me, sir. I believe in you. I'm backing this 100%.
Yep.
If Buster says it, it is true.
Yes.
If Kobe said it was a good thing to do it, then fucking do it. We got one more year, and then I'm not going to believe in this.
I can't believe he just did that shit.
You like that? That was sweet. You like that, don't you?
I just can't believe that. I just can't believe that. I really disapprove of this segue right now.
Well, management,
I really do.
Okay.
Don't blame me. I really don't know how to feel about this show right now. That segue led into that.
Here.
Yeah, we're not going to blame that. We're not going to blame that. We're just going to blame that you just
take it.
Cyber. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So yeah.
Spinal.
We definitely didn't start it the way I like. But
okay.
Boy,
so the segue turns into
it did. No, it's really gonna turn into this. We'll go back.
Well, you
want to keep talking
I
about
had it set. I had it set. No, that's why you didn't switch over the.
Sometimes on you just gotta make an adjustment.
You flip flop. It's okay.
Omaha.
Fuck him too.
Spoken like a true Raider. So, yeah.
Just get some Red Hot.
I gotta tell you right now. First of all, you put aside that I won $200 today.
Because you bet the Nuggets to win the game.
Yeah, ooh, that hurt. Ow.
You did, didn't you? Didn't you?
Ow.
You did.
Jokic definitely didn't go over though, so I'm happy.
Well, okay, yeah.
So anyway,
he didn't answer my question, so yeah.
He's still as Mizzle would say, he still woke up out the bed.
Bruh. He woke up, he stretched
out of bed,
he stretched, and he said, "You know what? I'm just gonna have a triple double on the Lakers today."
Yeah, well, yeah. So here's the thing.
But no, he does that to every team. I'm not just saying that.
No.
He's a walking triple double.
Who did you just? What name did you just say? On syndication.
Go for it. I'm having a blank right now.
Who are you talking about?
Talking about Jokic.
Yeah, he was born with a triple double.
The Jokic?
Well, get the shit. Well, yeah.
Just born with one. Just here, take all three. They're yours. So, aside from what the fuck he does.
By the way.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way.
What happened
in the regular season? That was his 106th triple double.
Let's go. Come on. All right, you done? Okay. So, fuck off. We were in every game. First of all. Second of all, he does it to everybody. So that being said, what I enjoyed from my team, and I will say I enjoy watching the Nuggets play basketball. I do. Absolutely.
And there goes Orange Cassidy.
I love watching the Nuggets play basketball. But our bench has a lot of fucking firepower. And getting back into that game where I don't think we do that in a lot of things offensively last year. This
I'll
year,
give you that.
This defense, it was offense. We have scoring. Christian Wood, fucking even little what's his fuck was doing some shit.
Your team, sir.
Miami. So
well, Vincent, Reddish, and Wood were scoring off the bench for your team.
Yeah,
Continue.
no, hey, that Cam Reddish signing was huge.
Quietly good.
Man, and who thought that the fucking Dallas Mavericks were going to let Christian Wood walk?
You got to pay Kyrie, so somebody had to go.
Yeah, that's quite shocking.
Thank you. I thought I wanted Kyrie. I got what I really wanted.
Yep, somebody had to go.
Athletic big.
I don't think anybody wants Kyrie, to be honest.
Well, I do when he doesn't have the bullshit coming along with it. When he's zeroed in, there's no doubt who he is.
I think he just can't help himself.
No, he can't. He's shown that 1,000 million times.
No, you're right. He can't.
But when he's focused and he's zeroed in and he wants to prove you wrong, that's when you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all the extra shit. And yeah, once you poke him, you don't even have to poke him. You just got to blow air on him and he'll react. Mm-hmm. And come on, you're the guy. You're that guy, right? You were arguably the one that can dethrone LeBron because a lot of people could say that you're the reason they won that series against Golden State, not him. So we know what you can do. You show it all the time, but then you let all this outside shit, you know, I don't say it distracts them, but it's not basketball, and that's all we care about. So if the road's flat, then it's flat. The basketball's flat. The hoop is fucking square. Just put it in. We don't care. But shut up and play. I'm sorry not to pull that reference out, but fuck, man. Like, some things just aren't important, and that is not important. Talk about politics. I'm fine with that. Aside from that, we pulled Christian Wood. That was huge. Cam Reddish is huge. Jackson Hayes is going to be the one that I don't think anybody knows is going to be huge. And I'm just praying to God two things don't happen. Austin Reeves gets the bag and says, fuck it, which I don't believe is a real thing. We'll get to the Niner part where this is going to be intertwined. But anyway, and the other biggest thing that cannot happen that I'm really concerned about tonight, it happened, or something happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe his pussy hasn't been felt this off season. He's been in the gym. He definitely hasn't been fornicating. But where the fuck did AD go in the second half?
0 points. 0 points. Donut.
Let me. So for the 200 I won. For the 200 I won, are you ready for this? Because I actually, gentlemen, when you invited me, I was in Reno over the weekend. I'm sorry, I was actually winning.
We know.
So, the 200 I would have won, or I did win, would have been 1,000 because I accidentally pushed the button twice and it double picked the same lineup. So
we'll just blame your big hands for that.
444, whatever it was doubled. And because this motherfucker decided he was going to take a nap in the second half,
which he did.
Oh, he didn't take a nap. That motherfucker ain't woke up yet.
Probably still on the plane sleep.
Sleep. Everybody else gone.
Still on the plane sleep. Right now. 0 points. I don't know how you a dominant player.
You want to be
0
the
points.
fucking you want to be the guy in Los Angeles? 17 titles. You want to give us 18? And you're fucking going away in the fourth. Motherfucker, everybody that has led this franchise to where it's at, they'll fucking sleep in the first half and wake the fuck up. You can't do this in Los Angeles. Well, okay, I'm sorry. You can do this on the east side of the building. You cannot do that on the west side of the building. Where those fucking banners are, where all them goddamn jerseys are, no, we don't disappear in the fourth quarter, player. You had the support because that bench got them back in the game.
Yep.
That's why I have faith in what we have. But that motherfucker is my question mark. Double, you know this. More than anybody. Everybody knows this with me. I love the guy. I think when he's healthy, he's not fucking crying. He's the best fucking big man in the league. Yes, the best big man in the league. But your best ability is
availability.
God damn it.
Availability.
Same for the kids in the back.
Availability.
So
you gotta know it.
It is what it is. And hey, God bless LeBron. Stay healthy. Do what you can, player. But this is not no longer your team. At least it's not supposed to be. And he said that. Somebody should have been stepping up this year and needs to step up this year. Otherwise, guess what I'm starting?
A petition.
TRADE.
Trades, huh?
Done. We don't have patience for this. I hate this mentality in every other sport, with every other team, with exception to us, because we started it. This is our formula. This is Bus's formula. We win, period. I'll do whatever you want me to do. We win. You don't win, get the fuck out.
Somebody's been watching the Showtime show on
every
HBO
episode.
Max.
Every episode. But it's the
that
truth.
shit's pretty spot on too.
One. Like, yo, he was really like that to a point. Like, they overdid it, but
they fabricated some shit in there.
Yeah,
but it's that show was pretty spot on.
But that's exactly who they are. That's who they are. Whatever you want, whatever you need, I'll do it. We're going to make it happen. Mm-hmm. You're not happy? Fuck them. You don't like it? Fuck you. We win.
Well, you also, your defense didn't help you at all tonight, too. Jamal Murray had another tremendous game.
We traded our defense from last year for more offense this year. We got to find a balance.
Yeah.
It's a season. It's a long season. I'm not panicking.
It's only game one. It's only game one.
Yeah, all 5 starters for the Nuggets was
a double. You know what?
Yeah.
That ring is beautiful.
Yeah, plenty of games to go.
The ring was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Stan Kroenke went all out. Stan Kroenke went all out for sure.
Right now. To have a little middle ring that's all gold, Denver, pop out of the side. It's very inconspicuous, very low key. I wonder who that is really for. That's genius.
It's a nice
that man didn't give a fuck about none of this shit. He wanted to deal with his horses. So we're going to give you a little tiny ring you could pop out and wear, just with the little banner, because it's the first one. Thank you. The big shiny part, Do whatever you want with it. This one's for you. Everybody else will keep that shit.
Right.
That was dope. I don't think anybody notices that under meaning. That was for him.
Yeah.
That being said, fuck the Nuggets. They won't win this year. And we can do whatever you guys have planned for the rest of the show. I appreciate you letting me bogart this part. Go Lakers. And hey, you got that Chris Paul thing might actually be a really good fucking idea.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to get to. That's what I was going to talk about too. I saw some.
That good. I mean,
I saw some positive. I saw some positives out of that game. Even though they lost, I did see some positives come out of that game, especially
they
with
lost by
Paul.
Yes, fought hard.
But the unfortunate part is, unfortunately, the one thing that always keeps rearing its ugly head with the Warriors reared its ugly head in the fourth quarter, which was costly turnovers.
The wrong time.
And the costly turnovers the Suns took advantage of, which at the wrong time. Which you cannot leave Eric Gordon wide open to shoot a three, even though he has been struggling all night. What's the old saying? Shoot or shoot. He kept shooting, and eventually one of those balls was going to go down, and it went down. Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, it's going to fall. But I think contagious. But here's what Devin Booker won the game, but he won. Devin Booker won the game, but he won the game with his decision-making, not necessarily his scoring. His kick out to Okogie in the corner for three was a backbreaker. And
he was having a hell of a game too. Okogie.
And his penetrating, drawing the double team, and feeding Nurkic, which I said on our basketball preview show with Steve and my very good friend Miss Hema, who I was hoping she would be on, but she probably went to sleep. Because I really want to talk about the Suns because she is a diehard Suns fan. But I said that I think Nurkic might be a better fit in this offense than DeAndre Ayton, and I think it showed. But again, the same thing with Anthony Davis is the same problem with Nurkic. Your best ability is availability. But I do think if Nurkic can stay healthy, I think his fits better with the Suns. Now, it would have been great if both teams were at full strength, i.e. Bradley Beal played and i.e. Draymond Green played. Now,
that game would be a little different.
Yes, Mr. Sullivan.
I was just going to say, well, you're on a little bit of a delay, so when I started raising my hands, I heard a little more that I would have just shut up on because I see where you were going with this, so I did not mean to interrupt. But I just wanted to speak on the trade because this is all kind of tying in. I think the Suns got the best of the whole fucking the Dame Lillard trade. They got what they needed, a bench.
Well, yeah, I mean, Eric Gordon is going to be the guy that's going to provide you your scoring off the bench. Absolutely.
Not just Eric Gordon, though. They also got Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
They also got a couple other players out of that deal. And then the whole, if I'm not mistaken, even the Bradley Beal thing, they got a couple key bench contributors. Because they gave up a lot on the KD trade. They gave up their entire bench for that, and it killed them.
And some picks.
Well, the picks
we
still need to see, but
mainly Luka Doncic, but who's
that guy?
But
yeah, that guy. Oh yeah.
Again,
77.
But again, the problem with the Warriors. But again, the problem with the Warriors is, and it reared its ugly head, was again the lack of size.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, that played a part because the Suns did. Yeah.
You guys
The
know how I
Suns,
feel about
the Suns did out-rebound them 60-49. Well, yeah. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Clay didn't shoot the ball particularly well. But I will say the youngins, Moody and Kuminga, both played well in their minutes, even though I wish they would have gotten more minutes. But in the minutes that they played, to which Kuminga played 20 minutes, Moody played 20 minutes. They both were very good scoring the ball, which is why I think when the Warriors do get their full squad back, and then you have Chris Paul leading those two youngins on the second
it's going to be
on the second squad.
Yep.
It could possibly mean more rest for Steph and more rest for Clay, which means means fresher legs in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
And I just think Curry ran out of legs in the fourth quarter. Like I said, if they can at the trade deadline, if you can possibly get a big, by all means do it. Even though I do still love the Sarch signing, I think Sarch will be a huge contributor off the bench along with Kuminga and Moody. And
you got a big that hits three.
Kuminga. So like I said, it's one game.
Only one game. Only one game.
81 of these to go, even though I'm not looking forward to this whole playing for the NBA Cup in the in-season tournament.
Oh my God! Oh, you ready? You want to do this one?
We've already beat that dead horse. I don't want to go back and talk about that again because that will just.
Okay. All right.
No. Nothing about.
We did that.
Nothing about the play-in tournament. No.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Now
I don't want to relive that. Yeah.
This is okay. Yeah. Cool. We're on the same level.
There were some things I left out when ranting about my team losing Monday night or Monday Night Football, which kind of segued into what Brian was talking about in his long-ass novel. Howbeiver, with that said, again, I'm going to say this again. Nicholas Jonathan Bosa, where are you? You got your bag. Where the fuck have you been? I'm looking for you. I haven't seen you, 97. Where are you? Which is why we always preach on this show. Honor your freaking contract. Do the Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald always honored his contract. What happened? Larry got properly compensated. Okay? Have you not done your history? Whenever you have held out for a contract, it does not work in your favor. Ask Pocket Hercules, a.k.a. Maurice Jones-Drew. He held out. Basically, his career ended. Okay?
Damn.
Eric Dickerson, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest running backs to ever do it. Held out. Was never the same running back ever again. Okay? Nicholas Jonathan Bosa, you're heading in that same direction. You held out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you can be in the best shape of your life, but you're not in fucking football shape. You're not in football shape.
Boy.
Okay? And as B was telling us earlier, or as we were talking earlier, he was a setup is just okay. You got your bag. Okay? I need you to play like you got the bag.
I'm ready to go.
Play like you got it. Okay? Eric Armstead, you got paid what should have been DeForest Buckner's money. Where have you been? Ooh. You got paid for one good season. Because you got paid one good season because you had DeForest Buckner there with you. Where have you been?
Yep.
I haven't seen you. All that money tied to the defensive line. Only Jonathan Hargraves has shown up to play so far, and he got the bag. but 98 has been playing like he's still hungry. So B, go ahead and stick out your hand. I'm about to tag you in. Tag, you're in.
Okay, so let's start here. Now, not bashing anybody's athletic past or whatever.
Yeah, you are.
Speaking as a football player, as an athlete, as somebody that has had all the ups and all the downs, and a lot of more downs than the ups.
Mm-hmm.
When just whether it's holding out, just not being in the same mode that you need to be in for every year that you play football. Football is different than basketball, baseball, hockey. I mean, maybe hockey is probably a little more similar, but like your body is got to be conditioned for a lot of unusual movements. And when you hold out like that, no matter what shape you are, and he is one of the apex athletes in this sport, no doubt about it. Genetically, he is a cheat code. If his brother was a cheat code when we first seen him, this motherfucker is doubled. That being said,
I disagree.
You still have to be on the same pace, the same course at all times. There's no let up. Your body is conditioned for a certain thing, and you need it to be ready for ultimate combat, right? You can practice, you can simulate shit when you're at home with all the little fucking machines. You can bring in guys. It's not game speed. Now look at him. Third quarter, fourth quarter, he's tired. His muscles are not used. He's not able to use his body the way he's used to using it. It's obvious. And we've seen it a million fucking times. You did yourself a disservice. If you want your money, you're going to get your money. You've earned the money. You deserve the money.
Correct.
You will get it. Maybe you don't get every penny. So fucking what? Are we really doing? You've now put yourself at a disadvantage on a team that should be fucking undefeated because you disappear. Not just you. There's, if the door's really open, I got a lot of people to go in on. But we'll start with Bosa because, yeah, you got the bag. You need to perform. You're not. I've only seen one of these. Well, I've only seen one of these from him. I've seen a whole bunch of these from everybody else. So the disrespect is earned. Period. You've earned it. Now, Cleveland, different. Good team, good defense. People just don't want to know it because it's Cleveland.
Facts.
The same reason I go to Las Vegas, tell random people that I played football for the Cleveland Browns and I get free drinks and I get into people's tables. Why? Because nobody knows any different. It's Cleveland. If I said Las Vegas, Dallas, Green Bay, Kansas City, you're going to know.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
I could say I played for Pittsburgh and you wouldn't know no better. I look like a Pittsburgh guy. I played like a Pittsburgh guy, motherfucker. So anyway, the point is,
well, you know the model.
People have to show up. Your guy Ayuk, my guy Ayuk. I love Ayuk. The minute Tony Dungy told me he was good, I believed him.
Yeah.
How many drops did you have against Cleveland? How many routes did you miss against Minnesota? Juan Jennings, you have got all the hype. You've got all the talent. You've got the size. You've got the speed. You've got the clutch gene. We've seen it. A slant and an in. Very different, very obvious difference. I don't need to know what the play was on that first interception to know that he was supposed to run a slant. Purdy does not make that mistake. That second mistake was desperation. You ran the wrong route. This is year 3? No. Absolutely not. Not in this offense. You can't miss that route.
Yeah.
So it's those little mistakes that for some reason 2 games in a row we've made. And it's by guys that we expect better from. So it makes it even worse. And now everybody's bashing a rookie kicker because 4 5-year veterans are missing easy fucking, making easy mistakes.
That's a cold thing to do to a kicker, especially a rookie.
His confidence hasn't even got a chance to build. He was just building it.
But here's the thing.
Oh, yeah, he's known for it.
If Robbie Gould would have missed that kick against the Browns, they would have put Robbie Gould on the cross as well. Shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Even Adam Vinatieri didn't make all of his clutch kicks.
No.
Good grief. Shut up.
We've been spoiled. Especially kickers.
Shut up. I mean, Brett Favre threw 6 interceptions in a playoff game. That doesn't take away from his offensive credentials.
Damn it.
Shut up.
Preach.
You know the fan base.
Uh-oh. You know what time it is?
I mean, again, okay. Real sports fans take it out more on their teams when they lose more than they win. Because when they win and they play they're supposed to play, it's like, I don't need to brag because that's what we were supposed to do.
That's what we're supposed to do.
That's how we play. And then when we don't play like we're supposed to play, then we have every right to chastise it because we know they're not playing to their full potential. Like I said,
facts.
People want to play. People want to. Okay. Brock Purdy is going to lose some games in the NFL. You're not going to go undefeated.
Right.
It was going to happen.
Jeez.
Okay. Now, because Brock Purdy is who he is, his mental mindset, it's not going to affect him, which is why I think he bounced back fine. And actually, for the most part, with the exception of the 2 throws that sailed on him, he played a pretty doggone good game. Okay, the damn offense only punted the ball 1 time in the game. They went 5 for 9 on 3rd downs. They went 1 for 1 on 4th down, but the game changed after the Ward interception and McCaffrey fumbled the ball at the 11 because the Vikings scored off that, and the Niners were playing catch up the rest of the game.
Game.
Okay, and Steve Wilkes. Why in the Sam Blue Hill
are you going to blitz?
Are you calling an all-out blitz late in the first half?
Well, you also can blame your head coach. He can hear the play call. He agreed to it.
No, but you got to trust your guy, right?
And Kyle.
That's why you paid him the money.
But are you the head coach?
Sure.
Yes.
But what's the point? That's why all these teams that's why y'all got issues, because we don't know who's in charge.
No, there's nothing about being in charge. If you're trying to win a damn football game, if your coordinator makes the wrong call, make the right call.
Maybe not. Who knows?
So don't try to take a fucking dig at my team, because if you want to go there, I can talk major bullshit about your organization too.
Oh, no.
Just not go there.
I wasn't getting on y'all exclusively. I'm just making an example. No. Oh, trust me. You know me.
Kyle,
You know me.
Question, Kyle.
We will go on my team,
Kyle,
and I will bash them worse than anybody can. Matter of fact, the water boy didn't even get the water out in time half the game. Who's going to talk about that?
What?
Cowboy didn't put the right towels out. Those were wet and fucking dirty.
Kyle, I just got one question, Kyle. Why does Brandon Ayuk only get one target in the second half, Kyle, when he was cooking in the first half, Kyle? Please answer me that question, Kyle. Because Ayuk was eating in the first half, Kyle, and he only gets one target in the second half. Please explain to me, Kyle, how that makes sense, Kyle. Okay. Explain to me, Kyle, why Elijah Mitchell only carries the ball one time and doesn't get a second chance, Kyle. Answer me that, Kyle.
Kyle's got a lot of
because again, CMC shouldn't be playing because if he takes one bad hit to that oblique,
he's hurt.
Guess what, Kyle? He's on keep up with the Eagles in the number 1 seed in the NFC. You have three capable backs of carrying the load. You have Tyron Davis-Price that can carry the load. Watch his game against the Seahawks in last season's home opener.
Left.
Cherry.
Thank you.
You have Jordan Mason. Cherry.
Yes.
Which is also very good as an icy. You have Jordan Mason that can close out games, Kyle. You have Elijah Mitchell that broke the rookie record in rushing yards, Kyle. Okay. You need to save Mr. McCaffrey for the stretch run, Kyle. Because remember, Kyle, you got CMC on the cheap because he's been injured. That's how he came to you for so cheap in the trade, Kyle.
Well,
let that simmer. Nobody say nothing. Let that simmer.
Okay.
Kyle.
So I don't care what you got to do, but you need to call Inglewood, Colorado. You need to talk to the Denver Broncos front office, and you need to ask them, what do you want for Patrick Surtain II? I don't care. He needs to compliment Javarius Ward on the other side of the secondary.
I did not think that anybody else thought about that.
Because you got Eagles. Well, hell, you just saw the Eagles add Mr. Bird from the Tennessee Titans to compliment Darius Slay.
Oh, my God. That was
to go along with the Georgia Bulldog front seven on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I wasn't happy.
Bulldog front seven.
You know he enjoys this, right?
Okay. That's what it pretty much is. It's the Bulldog. Let me rephrase that. It's the Bulldog front five plus Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox. I'm sorry.
Right. The Hall of Famers.
Can't forget about those two. Can't forget about 55 and 91. But the rest it's Jacoby Dean and Carter and
Carter's
all
the
those
one,
other gentlemen.
Carter's the one.
But on. Oh yeah,
Carter's DeForest Buckner.
Jalen Carter is playing pissed off with a chip on his shoulder because he DeForest Buckner who should have got.
He just heard it. He just heard it.
Parag Martinez give it to fucking Armstead. No.
Oh damn! I started a whole different rant. Shit.
No.
Raymond, you're getting this sooner than he is. This is funny to me.
No. Pay Eric Armstead. You franchise tag Eric Armstead and you fucking pay DeForest Buckner. That's what you do.
Oh, and he's so right. He's so fucking right.
That's what you do. And
poor DeForest Buckner won't ever get a Super Bowl ring because
so what? There's plenty of defensive linemen that we can plug in because No, you want to trade DeForest Buckner for what? For some peanuts from Southwest Airlines. But you want to pay Eric Armstead. Really?
Nah, it was Spirit Airlines peanuts, bro.
I could have a front four of Bosa, Hargraves, Buckner, and it doesn't even matter who lines up on the other side. But no,
it could be me. It could literally be me
because we don't have enough. We don't have enough to pay. We don't have enough to pay Buckner, but yet you want to pay Armstead Buckner money. So which one? Which one is it, Parag? Which one is it, Jed? Which one is it, Dr. John? Which one is it, Denise? Talk to me.
Rat mouth bitch.
Tell the faithful, which one is it? Tell me which one is it? Or is it because you're too busy? Or is it too busy you keep going to court with the city of Santa Clara because the city of Santa Clara is not happy with Gene Stadium parked in Great America's parking lot? You tell me.
Hold on.
You tell me because I want to know.
Hey, you want to segue to that one? They're out of pocket. Oh, wait.
Who? The city of Santa Clara or the Yorks?
City of Santa Clara.
No, I'm just asking which one. The city of. Okay, well, let's talk about Silicon Valley, which they should be showing on TV, not the city of San Francisco.
Why?
Which now I understand why about. That's my point.
Listen.
Show the city that you play in, not the city
you want
to
bitch about Great America fucking parking lot and it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nobody goes to Great America no more. It's done. It's dead. There's nothing there. I've been there. It's boring. I can go to fucking Six Flags and get more entertainment value.
Wow, that's saying a lot. That's a bigger park than there.
Yeah.
And it's like what you're taking up parking space. I'd rather fucking tailgate than go to fucking.
I want to go
goddamn
experience it in Xfinity USA. It's not going anywhere. Yes,
it's bad. If I want to tailgate, if I want a tailgate experience, I have to go to a A's game, which I have how many years left of? I can't go to the Giant Stadium because there's no parking there.
Not.
I can't go to Santa Clara because I don't want to fucking park at some fucking office building parking lot and pull out my fucking grill because that's gay. Sorry if I offend anybody. No, this wasn't a good fucking. It's a beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful stadium. It really is. I enjoy going there, but I'm a tailgater. I love tailgating. And tailgating at Candlestick Park was one of the greatest memories I can ever fucking have.
Just put it where Candlestick Point sits, where it was supposed to be.
No. We're gonna put stupid ass buildings that nobody can afford and a mall that nobody cares about.
Yeah, they sure are tearing that down.
I'd rather look at the stairs standing there by themselves.
Thanks, Eddie DeBardi.
Than whatever the fuck they put there.
Okay, now.
There it is.
It's pretty much safe to say that there's some things about our organizations that we don't like. One of the greatest things that Mizzle sent me this morning was he woke up and Josh McDaniels still was not fired. Disappointed. One of the greatest memes ever. Again. Shout out to Vegas Ralph, because he was all up in Mark Davis's grill at the Aces championship parade.
Yes, he was.
Again, congratulations to the Aces going back to back, but he was releasing. He was releasing passion that Raider Nation is filling him on. Like, dude, dude.
Enough's enough.
Because I'll tell you like this. It is. But I'm just saying it like this. Mark Davis, if you had the balls to fire Dennis Allen overseas in London after y'all got embarrassed by the Dolphins, what is taking you so long to fire Josh McDaniels?
Right.
Well,
is it really because
Jack Del Rio
in the Chargers locker room they're nowhere where you walk back into the locker room, he fired Jack Del Rio right there.
And that was, you probably would have won a Super Bowl by now.
I wouldn't say a Super Bowl. We'd have been contenders.
Nah, you would have won one. Off of his passion, you would have won one. At least one.
Well, this
the
comes
Rams
from
won one.
Well, I don't trust his judgment when he left Derek Carr in the game where the game was clearly won. And that's the year Derek Carr broke his leg. And that's when we made it to the playoffs, but we wasn't ready. Derek Carr was a whole offense. And once he went down, the season went down.
I'm sorry. You're right about that one season, but other than that, one of his failures was drafting Derek Carr. Sorry. It's being proven right now as we speak. Come on.
Well,
he finally gets to the playoffs.
Derek Carr's
what
the
does
reason
he
why
do?
Jim Harbaugh got fired.
Huh?
No, I said Derek Carr's the reason why Jim Harbaugh got fired.
Jim Harbaugh?
I said Carr is the reason why Jim Harbaugh got fired. Yes.
Right,
it wasn't the loss to the Seahawks on Thanksgiving that got Harbaugh fired. It was the loss to the Raiders that got Harbaugh fired.
Yeah, true. I'll agree with that.
When Carr and the Raiders beat us 24-13 in Oakland, that was the game that got us fired.
But that
wasn't that the Kaepernick? That was what Kaepernick's last game, right? Or last season? Wasn't that Kaepernick's last season?
Kaepernick's last game was Kaepernick's last season was
Harbaugh was still the coach.
2016. 2014, the Niners roster, with the exception of a few people, grew pussies because they were tired of Harbaugh pushing him because Harbaugh so badly wanted to get back to the Super Bowl.
And beat his brother.
And they cried to Trent, and they cried to Jim, he's being too hard on us.
Hey.
Old school coach.
I got an exclusive. You know, all my years of security in the city of San Francisco, I met a few people, talked to a few people. That was a real thing. That was a real problem. I can quote a source, but I won't. But I will tell you right now, it's a player and it's a starter. Well, he was a starter at the time. After that Super Bowl loss, that man was so infatuated with beating his brother and doing, at least winning another one, because his brother was giving him shit about it. He did. He pushed him, and he was an asshole, and he was hard on him, and more than usual, he was always hard. But they said the fun aspect of everything, the whole thing that they bought into, who's got it better than us? Nobody believed in that shit no more. It was all bullshit, and look what's happening in Michigan. It's a hype, and it goes away. His brother is the better coach, period.
Yep.
And I have that from multiple players, and I can see it. You can watch it on film. Up until then, he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever watched. The way he fucking empowered his quarterbacks. neither one of them had any confidence and any reason to be confident. Alex Smith, 1,000 different fucking OCs, a bunch of different coaches, could never get settled, could never really show what he could do until he was given a shot and given the confidence. The whole little shit worked. It worked. And then what happens? He gets a concussion. I was at that game.
And then he got with Andy Reid.
Oh, well, yeah, we can do that in a second. But and then he did it for Kaepernick, and it gave Kaepernick, who was a fucking nobody quarterback who had one win worth of shit talking about, and unfortunately that's Boise State. And he didn't even fucking, it wasn't even his fucking doing. It was the fucking running back. That being said, he gave him the confidence to do what he did, and he overachieved. What Alex Smith was with Andy Reid and
well, like I said, and
in his years in Washington was nothing short than amazing. And what he would have done had we just kept a certain coach that came up from San Diego, even as an OC, I think would have been great.
Norvell Turner.
I'm just
But
saying.
Here's what I say about Kaepernick. What Lamar Jackson is now, what Patrick Mahomes is now, is what Kaepernick should have turned into, but didn't because he didn't want to do film study.
Agreed.
Agree.
And so here's another little tidbit from my work history that I can talk about why that's a sad fucking point. True story. This man was groped by about 12 to 15 women in literally a 20-minute period at a club. Like literally touch, whether it was, a shoulder, a butt, whatever, right? These women would touch him, hey, try to shoot their shot. He's talking to teammates. He's talking to Marshawn Lynch a lot that night. I think he was recruiting. But, yeah, after he was done doing shit that was way more important to him, he proceeded to touch every woman in damn near the same spot they touched him in order that they touched him. Now, I'm not over-exaggerating this. I'm too high and too drunk for this shit. This is a real story. I've watched it. I was his personal security guard. I've seen this shit. That is amazing. If you put it in the context of what you expect from a fucking quarterback. Aside from the fact that he had no touch on any pass ever, and he, for some reason, had a fucking infatuation with fucking Michael Crabtree and decided, hey, this guy's so good, even with 13 people on him, I can throw him the ball, he'll catch it. Because he had one play at Texas Tech. Which I was excited about when we drafted. Sorry. That being said,
it was a heck of a play to beat Texas. It really was.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. One of the greatest plays I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of good plays. Yeah. I don't know what it was with fucking Michael Crabtree, but this motherfucker threw the ball to him no matter what. And
4 times.
For some reason.
Yeah, he did have a hard on.
And I was literally just telling this to
he did have a hard on for him.
My children, who are very big football people. You had Randy Moss on the other end by himself.
Oof. If you just look left.
And slightly maybe 5 to 7 feet inside of him, a little closer to you, is a wide open Vernon Davis.
He's always open.
Look, bro, there's a reason he's not in the league, And I love the guy. I love what he did. I appreciate what he did. But there's a reason he's not in the league, and that's not it. Now, do I think he should be in a backup position somewhere? Yes. But we're scared that he can't make that throw. So why would we fucking hire him? He never made it. He's never made that throw. That one throw that always, every game comes down to a fucking touch pass in the corner of the end zone. If you can't make that throw, you're not a starting quarterback. I'm sorry. And on that note,
I'm sorry if you can't realize and see that.
My weed is still here waiting for more. And where's my lighter?
Not only that, if you can't see that Quentin Patton is wide open in the flat.
Not QP.
Something
not
wrong
QP. Oh, not QP. Oh my God. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, Quentin Patton. Oh my God. That guy.
Well,
amazing. Fucking
I mean, watch 3-play. Quentin Patton is butt naked, open in the flat.
By himself.
You throw it to him, you're probably inside the 10 to where, guess what, Kaepernick? You can use your legs to run to the end zone. Yeah. Him, Torrey Smith against the Rams in St. Louis, to which, how you not see him breaking the huddle, that he's by himself with no defender in front of him? You got beat out by Blaine Gabbert. And Blaine Gabbert has a Super Bowl ring as a backup.
That part.
Blaine Gabbert has a Super Bowl ring as a backup.
Stayed in the back.
And you got beat by him.
Wow.
You got beat out by Blaine Gabbert.
He's doing his Batman voice again.
Yeah.
To which, again, I don't think Dennis Brown even said it in 2016, and I felt that way since.
Ooh.
I don't think he wants to play football. Because if he did, Lord knows if it was me, I would have been in the XFL, USFL, or CFL.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
If I'm really trying to get back to the NFL, USFL, XFL,
do what you
CFL,
can.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, how long did it take Doug Flutie? All those years winning the Grey Cup. He eventually got. He eventually got back to the NFL because of his years in the CFL.
Been tried and true for 30,
Jeff
40
Garcia
years.
got his shot because he was in the CFL.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before Warren Moon became an NFL Hall of Famer, Warren Moon was in the CFL winning Grey Cups.
Yeah.
That's dropping bombs on them.
For the Eskimo, for the former Eskimo Elks. Or
what are they now?
The Edmonton Eskimos, now known as the Edmonton Elks. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They're the Edmonton Elks.
Yes.
Same color scheme, same helmet design, but now it's just 2 E's as opposed to, or it's just the Buck logo as opposed to the double E on the helmet. But nonetheless,
looks better anyway.
We always want to thank our good friend and brother and huge supporter of the program, Mr. Brian Sullivan. We covered Bob Melvin being the new manager of the San Francisco Giants, which supposedly the press conference will be tomorrow. The World Series is set. Rangers, Diamondbacks getting set to go on Friday. Talked about Jokic being the walking triple-double that he is. As it is tip-off week in the Association of Basketball. And, of course, he wakes up and just gets a triple-double. So, again, the Nuggets beat the Lakers 119-107. Warriors lose to the Suns 108-104. And, oh, by the way, we have football starting Thursday. The Bills and the Buccaneers. And while Mizzle is about to go take a nap, and so am I, and while Brian's about to indulge in his cone, again, we'd like to thank him for coming on the show and releasing his passion, and then making me release some more of my passion. And Mizzle just having a good time laughing. Go ahead.
I just want to say, my son Dominic Sullivan is about to beat Armyo High School this weekend as a quarterback and possibly as a linebacker. I don't necessarily agree with that decision, but fuck it.
Go Falcons.
Go Falcons. And, be on the lookout.
Go Falcons. Or Big B. Or Mizzle. I'm Double A. Episode 122 in the books. And as always, you thank for watching. We hope you enjoy watching as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. And as always, it's 5 o'clock. Some damn where. And you have been watching the Mizzle An Dub Show.